If you are like me and you are intentionally wanting to see your hair grow longer, you are being intentional about length retention, then this is a step that we absolutely just cannot miss. And it doesn't have to take us that long. This video is all about me remoisturizing my hair and doing it in a shorter space of time as 7.5 minutes. I'm Celestine and welcome back to this Natural 2020 hair channel. As you can see, I started off with spraying aloe vera juice. This is aloe vera juice mixed with a little bit of water and some tea tree essential oils, just a few drops. So I first sprayed it on my scalp. I gave it a very quick rub in, and now I'm spraying it on the length of my hair. Typically I would separate my hair into sections so that I'm doing this more thoroughly, but as I said, I literally didn't have much time. It was I just needed my hair remoisturized real quick so I could move on. So I didn't separate my hair necessarily, using a hair bubble or clips or anything. I just went in with the aloe vera juice over all of my hair, squeezed it in, make sure it was kind of getting through to the strands, and then let's see what I did next. Okay, so I'm about to reach for my scalp oil. This is just a mix of quite a few different oils. Please don't ask me to tell you what's in it because for the life of me, I don't even remember. But I do remember that there were some key ones like castor oil, rosemary oil is in there. And to be honest, I don't remember the rest. But anyway, I kind of using my fingers, pouring it onto my fingers and then rubbing it into my scalp. I typically would give myself a bit of a massage, maybe just take time massaging that scalp oil in. But again, like I said, I'm trying to do this quick, just quick done. You know what I'm saying? So I just rubbed it in with my fingers, which in itself is a little bit of a massage, not much obviously. But yeah, use the oil. And then after that, I just used my Jamaican black castor oil for the length of my hair. I think at this point I poured out too much. As you know, Jamaican black castor oil is so thick, really thick, so you don't need a lot. And yeah, I'd poured out too much. So yeah, I'm just putting this in the length of my hair, squeezing it in as I go. If you're quite new to growing your hair and length retention, then what it's important to realize is we have to keep up with our moisture cycle or our moisture cycle. That means we have to get to the point where we know when our hair gets dry. So for some people that might be 3 days, for some people that might be 5 days, some people might be 7 days. It may also depend on the style that your hair is in. For example, at the moment my hair is in twists, so probably after about 5 days or so, that's when I really need to reintroduce moisture. However, if I wore my hair totally out, then I'd probably need to re-moisturize it maybe every 3 days. Compared to if I wore my hair in twists or cane rolls, I would probably only need to re-moisturize it every 7 days. But the real important point is we have to add some hydration back to our hair in the form of a liquid, and then also sealing that liquid in the form of maybe like an oil or a butter. Some people may want to use a leave-in conditioner first and then an oil or a butter, something like that. But it's so important to keep on top of our moisture cycle, because the problem is if we let our hair get dry, then our hair is going to break, and if our hair breaks, then we're not retaining any length, and it appears as though our hair isn't growing. That's why it stays stagnant. But it's not that it's not growing, it's that it's breaking off at the same rate or a quicker rate than it's growing. Right, so technically it only took me about 4 minutes or so to re-moisturize my hair. At this stage, I'm now plaiting it. So really, there's not that much reason why we should be skipping the re-moisturization part of our hair process, because it doesn't have to be long. Particularly if your hair is already in a protective style like twists, it can be really quickly. I guess sometimes we make it long, like, you know, the way I typically do it, I do make it long because I separate my hair and, you know, with clips and do it section by section. But it doesn't have to be that long. That literally took me like 4 minutes. Then anyway, I'm now sealing it off by kind of, I've cane rolled my hair into 2 sections, and then what I'm doing right now is vine wrapping the ends. And I do this after I re-moisturize, because once I've re-added liquid to my hair, it then starts getting it gets a bit frizzy. So I then like to plait it or cane roll it. Then I'll put on my headscarf, and it allows those hairs to lay back down again. So it's slightly less frizzy. This is something that I do pretty much, I'd say most times when I re-moisturize my hair. Something else you may notice is I was plaiting my hair, and then towards the end I started twisting it. So because the ends of my hair are much more fragile, they're older, and, you know, just more prone to breakage. So that's why I don't plait the ends. I just twist them and then I vine wrap the ends. Keep them protected as much as possible. Keep them, you know, well, basically prevent them from rubbing on my clothes or anything like that. And this is something I do as well. I'll tuck in those ends. You can see me doing that now, tucking them in. Again, that means they're not rubbing on anything. Also, it's just a nice little neat style, which I kind of like. So really, that is it. That is me re-moisturizing my hair in 7.5 minutes. It can be quick, it can be easy. If you're struggling with re-moisturizing your hair, maybe just try it like this, real quick, real easy. You won't be able to tell, but I'm wearing a length check t-shirt on the back of this. If you are growing your hair and you want to be able to measure your length, feel free to hit the link in the description box and get yourself this type of t-shirt as well.